Good morning, YouTube. I am Dkhairho, and you are now watching another episode of the Morning Coffee. So today, I'm gonna let you guys in on the process that I used to use when I wanted to fatten up my drums by adding a bottom end to, let's say, a tight 909, and then add some kind of grit using the record pop and sizzle from old records. It's kind of a crazy process, but it came out dope. So right now we got this track here. So we let that buzz go away. That's a long ass drum, but it's in there for a reason. But anyway, so what I want to do, I got this 909 here, and I want to add a little of the bottom end and air from this 808 sound here. And then I also want to add some of this. Yeah. So it's a crazy process, and I know nowadays we got the drum synth and we got other software or other applications that allow us to kind of create the drums, but this process was done before we had all of that. Back when all we had was a record player and a cassette player and a drum machine. I mean, it's crazy how much time has allowed us to do the hardest of things back then in a quick and easier way. And I don't hate on it, and this video is actually not to hate on it, but there are still some dinosaur things that I stick to in my beat making process. So this is why a lot of times in my videos you guys will see me like doing certain things that you're like, dang, why is he doing that when he could do it in the software now? It's just because of the comfort, the feel, and some legacy things. They just kind of stick to you, and you don't want to move past them. And so that's where I'm at with my beat making process now. So here are the steps that I'll use to take that, and combine them into one. Now, as you could see, this popcorn sizzle is too long. And then also, I don't want the full of that 808. So what we're going to do, hit the 808, we're going to go into the sampler, and we're going to find our sample points. Now, the key to this is to find a part of the 808 that leaves you enough bottom end to be noticed, but not too much where it overshadows the punch of that 909 kick. So let's get started. Now I'm gonna shave a lot off. Let's see. Let's see. And don't worry about the pop in the front. I know it's annoying right now, but once it's under that 909, it'll kind of fade itself out. And then too, like I said, we're going for as much grit as we can get, but still kind of keep it clean. And then another thing I want to point out is that I'm gonna leave this fade out, and you'll hear why. So now that we got our 808 where we want it, let's go ahead and go to the sizzle and find a good part to take out of that. I try to go to the parts that have like the most popping and enough to be noticed in the playback. So let's see. Maybe a tighter one. It's kind of subtle. Let's see. Those are too thin. Maybe right around here. Let's see. I like that one because it has a lot of popping in it. And so I'm going to bring it over. Like I said, this is just to go under the kick. So now that we got all the parts that we want, it's time to start to combine them. And so what we want to do is mimic the events of this pad onto these two pads. And the way that we do it, I just use the mouse to highlight all of these, and then from the hardware, I'll hit Shift, copy, and then I'm gonna hit select, and I'm gonna go and press pad 2. And I'm doing all of this on the hardware. And then I'm gonna go hit Shift again, and I'm gonna hit paste, and it brings it there. Then I'm gonna go back to select, and I'm gonna hit pad 3, and I'm gonna hit Shift again, and I'm gonna hit paste. Now let's solo all the sounds that we use to create our kick. To make sure that you guys can get the full feel of what I'm hearing on my end, I created scenes so that you guys could see the changes in adding and taking away from those drum sounds. So we have all 3 kick layers, only the 909, the 909 and the 808, and then all 3 kick layers again, and then the total of the beat. So let's play it back and hear our sounds. I'm down and broke. I need to find a way to earn some cash without slinging dope. But tell me, what else is there to do except form a profit? Include my niggas in the circulation. I got a plan so we could pull this all together. So let me bag these lyrics, cause it's either now or never. Now there might be some fatals along this route, but if we keep the plan tight, nigga, shit'll be alright. Now I've been thinking all night, sinking in my pillowcase. My head for heavyweight, the system had me stressing, stretching all out, tossing and turning, brainstorming ways to start burning my path to the top. Gots to stop the fantasizing, cause I've been dreaming too much about putting my time in. Niggas is losing their minds when it comes to this money, trying to keep it flowing Sunday to Sunday, but maybe one day I catch the better in the economics. Enjoy up class life in tropic climates. I'm narrow-minded, straight ahead with full Bogart intent. Mad eagerness for presidents, no resting cause I gotta put some weight in my pockets. Mad itchings for this cash and I can't stop it. Gots to make my funds one way or another. Money's my true bitch and I love her. I'm always thinking of her, yeah. Now that coffee has some flavor to it. Thank y'all once again for tuning in. I am Dkhairho. Plug in, get connected. We are TMR. Oh yeah. Once again, thank you to my subscribers and my viewers. Glad y'all along for the journey. I'm out.
Dkhairho did this.